This lesson is on relative referencing. Now, what that refers to is how we get a hookup to our files within our PHP program. Now, so far, we've been running all of our programs from the root, localhost, / and then the program. Let's go look at the directory structure. You can see here www under the WAMP directory is where our programs reside. And here's the one that I'm running now, 0808 relative referencing PHP. Now, suppose I decide that I don't really want to run the program off the root, I'd rather run it under a subdirectory. I've created one here called test. Let's go ahead and put the program there. I'll save a copy. So I'm going to save as, navigate to test, save the program, and replace the one that was there. And now I'm here under test. So let's go ahead and run this program from here. So let me go back to the directory structure and I'll run it from that area. Here's the test. I'm going to right-click on it and say Open with Firefox. Now it brings it up first in the file structure, and we've got to replace that part with localhost. So this gets us to the program. This will run the program that we just put into test. I'm going to hit the Enter key to run it. And that still doesn't look quite like what we want to see. So we have to go back to the code now and see how we can get things pointed to the right direction, to the right files, so we get our logo and we get the pictures of the realtors. Go back to the code. Now, let's start at the top here. We have cascading style sheets, CSS. Well, before, when we were running under the root, there was a CSS directory right below the directory where we were running our program. But now, we're running at the same level as CSS. Our test directory is under the www, just as the CSS is. So if I want to get to it, I have to tell the href here to move up a directory before going down to CSS. And the way that's done is with 2 dots and a /. These 2 dots say go up 1 level in the directory structure from where you are right now. Right now, we're in the test directory under www. So if we go up, it'll consider that to be www. It's relative referencing because I don't have to specify that. Now, I could always put a full URL in there. I could put the whole thing, the direct access, and sometimes that may be a good way to go. But the styling package should now find the CSS file. I'm going to go back to the program we were running, and I'm going to reload it. Okay, that looks better. We're still missing some other things. We've got things lined up nicely with a div, but we still don't have a logo or these images. So let's go back to the code. Come down here. Here's the image. Same problem. The images directory is now at the same level as the test directory instead of below it. So ... That should back that up. We'll go back and refresh again. Now we have the logo, because that's what was in the images directory. Let's go back and look and see if we can get the realtors to appear. Down here in the display realtors function, and again, I took this from the assignment 4 file, I have a source that I'm building up with realtors. So I think I have to do this again, ... to get the realtor names. Let's see if that works. Reload it, and there we go. Now we're back to square one. So by using relative referencing, we're able to get pointed to the right place where the files are in reference to where we are. And we are now under the root, under a test directory. So you got to keep those things in a line when you deploy. Keep all your references straightened out. It'll be obvious if something's missing, like a file or a picture. You'll know that you've got to do that. You either have to use a full URL or you have to apply this relative referencing. And we're going to use this in the next assignment, so you'll get a chance to practice this. That ends the lesson on relative referencing.